Inflation in the United States is at a 40-year high. And one of the questions that people have is, how the hell did we get here? Of course, our politicians. There's lots of eroding trust in many of the institutions, including those elected officials. But now they are absolutely just gaslighting the American people. What do I mean? Well, here's a recent speech from Joe Biden where he says some pretty crazy things. Let's listen to it.
So I'm sick of this stuff. We have to talk about it because the American people think the reason for inflation is government spending more money. Simply not true.
Well, I don't know about you, but I took an economics 101 class, and if they print a lot of money, it drives consumer prices up. And so ultimately that leads to inflation. So maybe he took a different economics class than I did, but I'm pretty sure that government spending and the printing of more money leads to inflation. But maybe they don't actually believe what they're saying. Because Joe Biden also said a large contributor to inflation this month was an increase in gas and energy prices as markets reacted to Putin's aggressive actions. Now, the last inflation number we have is from February of 2022. Putin didn't actually invade Ukraine until the end, about 3 or 4 days before the end of the month, and then continued his actions in March. So unless the inflation numbers can somehow tell the future, the inflation numbers are representing a time before the invasion of Ukraine. This is all absurd. And ultimately, exactly what you're thinking at home is true. If we go ahead and we look at the growth of the M1 money supply, what we can see, you see over there on the far right, that massive inflection point in 2020, that was the creation of new money. And when they injected trillions and trillions of dollars into the global economy, guess what happened, friends? About 12 months later, inflation exploded. And so we can see here on this chart that as that inflation exploded at the end of 2020, into 2021, and then into 2022, there's only one culprit to blame. It's the fact that we decided to put interest rates at 0% and that we printed trillions of dollars and injected it into the economy. No one believes the economists, the mainstream media, or the politicians. Everyone can see it. We can all feel it. 7.9% may be the official inflation number. The unofficial real number for most people in the United States is much higher. And ultimately, we all know exactly what happened. They devalued the currency, and they're offloading the cost of doing it to the people at the bottom of our economy and of society who hold no investable assets. Make sure you get educated, stop listening to these people, and make sure you're protecting yourself from what likely is higher and higher inflation in the future. Hey you, did you like this video? Great, we make 5 of them a day and post them here on this channel. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and see you next time.